Hey everybody, G4 Video 5 here, and welcome back to some more Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the definitive edition. In this part, we will be completing the mission Recruitment Drive for the film studio.
Action.
Whoa! Now that's big.
12 inches. That is regulation, baby.
Cut! Who is this idiot? You! Why are you in my space? Why?
What is all this crap? Aliens,
Baby, wake
fishing poles! Who's ever seen a shark that big? All this stuff's gotta go! Why'd you get in this business, you prick? Huh? For the pussy, that's why. What is this?
This is my art! Security!
Look, you pompous asshole, I own you now. I own all of this. We're gonna turn this place around. I'm gonna make you rich.
You're Tommy Vassetti, but I thought that you were...
That's right. We're gonna be making some changes around here and start making some real money.
Actually, have you ever thought about,
But first we're gonna need some good-looking broads.
Yeah, girls are fine, but you... Wow.
What's that guy think this is? Some free art crap? Geez, like anyone ever watch movies about fish?
Yeah, because that band sucks. I mean, I like Llama by Fish, that's a pretty good song, but when it comes to Trey Anastasio, I prefer Oysterhead with Stuart Copeland and Les Claypool. Ooh, that is nice right there. But let me tell you what's not so nice. This mission strand, it's definitely not one of my favorite mission strands, as it really plays up the humor, which is fine, and it definitely does have its humorous bits salted and peppered throughout the mix, but the gameplay itself, I think, is relatively lackluster. It's all really straightforward stuff that we're doing. And in this case, we're meeting up with Candy Sucks, and you can see we used some back doors here in downtown to get to this point. And the reason is because downtown's roads get really twisty and turny and kind of inconvenient to traverse.
Yo, Candy, I'm looking for movie talent. You interested?
Sure. But you'd have to talk to my agent.
The hell are you doing?
You should have stayed at home today.
Can you believe this, asshole?
So I think the minigun would be our best bet for taking care of this fiend. Oh man, that was sick. I love using the minigun so much. It's such a great weapon. And again, we got that minigun after the mission Trojan Voodoo for Umberto Robina, as there was a spawn point for it in that exploded factory that we saw during that mission. Or I guess after that mission, because the explosions kind of finalized that mission. But anyway, though, good stuff. We took care of all of those enemies quite quickly, and now we can go on over to where Mercedes is located. So, Candy Sucks and Mercedes, the iconic duo of vacuum cleaners, and they will do quite fine for the film studio, I'm sure. And, this is kind of what I mean by downtown being a bit inconvenient at times, as you really got to find those alleyways that will lead you to where you need to go, because sometimes, just cutting through alleyways or parking lots is the way to go when it comes to traveling around that area. And by the way, the erratic driving right here is caused by one of my tires being popped. So apparently during that gunfight, a stray bullet must have popped one of those tires up front.
Hey, Mercedes.
Hey, Tommy. You want a party?
Not now, sweets. You interested in doing some movies?
Of course, as long as it's cheap and sleazy.
You're hired. Get in.
I like the way that Tommy says, you're hired, because he sounds really scummy saying that. It's like Steve Scott is already rubbing off on Tommy, even though we've just barely formally met him during the cutscene of this mission. Which, speaking of Steve, he's a bit of a parody of Steven Spielberg, as it seems that in every appearance Steve Scott makes in this game, he always makes reference to a giant shark that he wants to incorporate into his films. And, it's pretty funny. It's a bit of a reference there to the Jaws series. But Steve Scott, even though he's a pornographer, takes the plot elements of his movies very seriously. And, it actually reminds me of the film Boogie Nights, because in that movie you have Burt Reynolds' character, who is also a pornographic director, who focuses more on the plot to his films rather than just the dongs and Arby's roast beef.
Hey, Tommy, you coming in for a warm-up?
Maybe later, babe.
Whoa! Cool shark.
You know, the way that Candy Sucks speaks at times kind of reminds me of this one speedrunner that cheated at Paper Mario one time.
No way.
But before we conclude this part, let's cut ahead to a phone call that I received.
Tommy,
Sonny.
obviously you are suffering from hearing problems, so I'll try again. Where's the goddamn money? Where's the goddamn stuff? And where's my cut on your new action? You're making an idiot out of me, Tommy, and I'm not laughing yet.
No way.
Yes, I wonder how that's going to play out as I scratch my chin and my nutsack. So that concludes this part. In the next part, we will be taking on the next mission for the film studio called Dildo No Do. So until then, I will see you next time.